I'm Ming from Raffles International College, Bangkok. Now I'm on the way to Raffles for the online virtual open house. Here we are. Now I'm arrived at Raffles International College, Bangkok, where it's located in the Bang Na area. The transportation is very convenient. If you are driving, just drive to the Bang Na That road and the college is in the Bang Na 37. But if you don't drive, Raffles provides a shuttle van service throughout the day between the campus and the BTS Udom Suk from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. The campus is located only 7 kilometers from the BTS Udom Suk station, and the new MRT Yellow Line, which will start operate this year, is only 2 kilometers away. The campus is 22,500 square meters in total and provides green space for your creative atmospheres. Yahoo! It's covered with a variety of plants and glassy green space. Raffles Education is the largest private education provider in Asia Pacific since 1990. Raffles had grown to provide education services through 30 colleges and universities across 10 countries in Asia and Europe, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Italy, Malaysia, Mongolia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Thailand, and the People's Republic of China. The Bangkok campus was established in 2001, and the campus building had 5 floors, and it is to be a comprehensive study facility. It's complete with classrooms, workshop rooms, fashion studios, library, and recreational areas. And today, I will take you to see each facility provided from Raffles, from the first floor to the 5th floor. Okay everyone, now we are in front of the common ground and student lounge where the student can take a break and relax here. And there are comfortable seats and sofas for relax. It's so good. There is also the machine for the cold drinks. Whoa, someone is going to use it. Hi, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for some mineral drinks.
Okay.
Okay, we just use it here. We can use the cashless. So maybe today I will pick the PromptPay. PromptPay is the system that make for the payment easier, cashless, and use your cell phone and your
Banking application?
yes. Okay. Yeah. And done. Got it here.
Pick it up.
Yeah. Okay, no sponsor, so I will not show the logos here. Then done.
A few moments later.
Oh, hi Valentine.
Oh,
we are
hello.
recording the virtual open house video.
Okay.
Yes, could you join us a moment?
Sure.
Yes, this is Valentine, the Raffles Bangkok Academic Lead and Program Director of the Fashion Marketing and Management.
Wow.
Okay, as we are in front of the display, could you tell us a little bit about this work from your students?
Yeah, sure. This display is part of the fashion coordination and promotion module, where our fashion business student or fashion marketing and management student,
Yes.
they put on fashion show, and we do this every 6 months, so
Yes.
that they have some sort of marketing techniques and learn about event organization.
Yes.
And they have to come up with promotional materials, display, send out QR code, invitation, organize models, organize hair and makeup, and put on a real show.
Yes.
And invite industry guests as well as all their friends and family to see their products, to see which is the event organization skills.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the difference between fashion design student and fashion business student. Our FMM program, it's actually combined the business side with the fashion creative side. So they get to learn about becoming an editor for a magazine, they become a creative director for brands, as well learning how to visual merchandise, and most importantly, learn how to communicate, present, learn about buyings and financial management, as well as be their own boss when it comes to fashion business. And I believe yesterday you guys went to the beach with
Yes, the Bang
our
Sang
student Chris and Sue, Bang Sang, right?
Yes.
So to shoot their what I call them is our fashion marketing project 2, where they have to produce their own brands. So that group decided to produce silver jewelry.
Yeah.
Right, and then they have to come up with all the ideas, the makeup, the detail, the models, even make the products themselves or buy the product. And then they have to film a promotional videos for their brand. And then at the end of week 11, when they come see me and other juries, which is other teachers and industry guests, they have to present their brand and they have to try to sell it to the public.
Wow.
So it's a very exciting program, and is the diploma is 6 months. The advanced diploma is
24 months.
24 months.
2 years.
2 years in total, the advanced diploma. And after that, they're already doing this kind of thing already. And then you can choose to do a top up, which is another 12 months, where you focus more on the promotional and coordination aspect, the fashion communication side. So that's very exciting for them.
Yes. Okay, thank you for explaining more about the fashion marketing management today.
You're welcome. All right, hey guys, so if you're interested in our program, especially the fashion marketing and management program, please come see me after the show for your live session for your Q&As. I'll be available online. See ya.
Okay, we are at the 2th-floor library. Here at Raffles, there are the theory books and the magazine about the interior design, fashion design, or product design, anything from the worldwide to make your inspiration and reference to your work, something like that. This is Thailand. Wow. We also have so much this magazine. It can tell us about our culture, Bangkok culture, and how the Thai style going on. If you want to run your business here or make some product for Thai people. Oh, there is the category, mini category about furniture and accessory. If you want some inspiration, or if you want engineering information to improve your business. Okay, let's go. This is the interior student project. After they finish their project, some people will leave their projects here and show their project to our students and other people here. Okay, and the 2nd floor there are 2 classes meeting room. You can see garden in front of the building. Okay, we can find some alumni work and also the Raffles graduation from the 2016, and this is the 2014. There are alumni book from every program. You can get help or information about education or life in Bangkok from our student service team. Here, say hi.
Say what?
Hi. Yes, and student service and admission department is on the 1st floor of RAC building. So we also have the consulting room for our new students to consult what they want to be and what program they're interested in. And we will show you the next room. Okay, we are going to the workshop room where it is located on the 2nd floor of the building. Let's go. The workshop room where is turn the student ideas, concepts and imagine into the real things. There are a lot of tools that facilitate our students to work their project and many machines to help them to easier to make their project. We give them the complete set of tools they need to do the work. Students can invent, design and then create what they imagine. Now I have a video from Raffles product design student. Please meet Matthew.
My name is Matthew Heinz. I am originally from Switzerland and I've been studying product design now in term 7, so for almost 2 years at Raffles in Bangkok. So product design for me is an approach to being creative and finding solutions to things. It gives me the option to be versatile and not just stuck into one field where you choose one kind of design and you do that. With product design there is so many different materials to work with, different products to come up with, different things to do. So you can always challenge yourself. And yeah, for me that's what I like. I like to solve problems, be creative. So that's what I like in product design and that's why I chose this study. So for me, why I chose Raffles, I was already in Bangkok when I enlisted, so I was looking at different programs in Bangkok because I wanted to do in-person teaching. I looked at different colleges and what stood out for me here at Raffles is small class sizes, quite large campus with modern facilities, so I felt that I had the chance here to be creative, well, compared with others where I felt it was like cramped and classes were 30 students, so I felt there wasn't that personal kind of teaching that I get here at Raffles. So overall, product design is designing anything apart from the things that have their own design field, like fashion design, like interior design. So you're really wide. That's why we mostly learn about the way of coming up with a design thinking, of the process of coming from an idea to a final product. And there is also, I learned a lot of tools to help me get to that range from technical drawing, from sketching to 3D renderings, to 3D modeling on the computer, and also working with different materials in model making. So what I've learned is just to be open. Also, I've had a struggle with thinking that an idea is not smart enough or not special enough. Sometimes the stupid ideas can be as much great as a complex one if you put the work in and actually finish the product. Or sometimes you might start with an idea that might be simple, but you end up with a product that is still very unique and something you can be very proud of at the end. So be open and don't afraid to make mistakes.
At Raffles Bangkok, we design our classroom to be small so that we can accommodate 10 to 15 students per class. Because we value the benefits of small class sizes. Raffles' first intention to provide a teaching and learning program to allow all and fully students to access and absorb the knowledge that is transferred. And we find that the communication and mentoring between lecturers and students is the most streamlined with this class size. Now we are on the 5th floor of the building where is the Fashion Design Empire, and I'm with Mike, the lecturer of fashion design, who will guide us to tour the fashion design studios today. Hi Mike.
Hi, I'll show you all around the fashion design department.
Let's
Should we
go.
go in?
This room is a drafting room. So basically in this room we have all the big tables, as you can see, and this is where a lot of the action happens. In fashion design, we teach you the main 3 technical courses. So we have draping, I'll show you later.
Yes.
We have sewing, I'll show you later also.
Yes.
And this one here in this room we have drafting, pattern drafting. So what it means, do you know what pattern drafting is? Are you sure?
It's just use the pencil for draw something like.
Okay, that's a start, but okay.
Okay.
So basically what it is we use the measurement of the human body, and then with using those measurements, we draw lines on paper, correct? But those lines, will be later on translated into patterns, and those patterns we cut out of fabric and then sew it up to make clothes. So whatever you buy on the market, whatever clothes you've seen, before those, clothes were fabric, they were first paper pieces.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is what we teach you in this room.
It's all become from the paper.
And everything comes on the paper, yeah.
Like this is an example from the student.
Yeah, this is an example of, for example, this is a shirt. So what we do is we start off with, actually with these. These are called blocks. So what it means, this is kind of like, again, lines on paper, but this is kind of like a close fitting upper part of a garment. And then to make it kind of faster, instead of starting from scratch and just, starting with all the measurement and the lines, we already know if we use these 2 together, we get something that fits very close to the body for someone who's a size 6.
Yes.
And then with this, we develop it into anything we want, any kind of design, developed from this. We try to save time by only doing half of it. Like most clothes, like if you look at your dress, if you cut it in half, the left side is the same as the right side, right? So pattern making wise, we don't have to make the full pattern, we can only make half of it. So it's a lot easier. Saving time, saving energy, save the planet.
Great. Who can use this room and how long they can use this room?
Oh,
yes.
So basically all fashion design students will use this room at some point. Like they spend most of their time either here or in the sewing room. Because for Raffles, what we teach is mostly project based. So it means that, for all the technical classes, we have projects. Means you're cutting, you're drawing, you're cutting, you're sewing. So it means that inside this room, you'll be making patterns throughout the 3 years. Wow. Then we also use the big tables to cut fabric because it's a lot easier to have big tables. You can spread out your fabric. Even some of the tables have cork on top, which makes it easier for like very slippery fabric. Like if you have like a chiffon, it's very, it runs away from you. So we can pin it onto the table and cut it.
Okay, now we are in the draping room, right?
Yes, this is a draping room. Let me show you what we do here. This is another studio in Raffles, and basically draping is the second technique we use to create garments. So what we saw before was drawing the lines on the paper, where you have to kind of imagine how it will look like. Draping is a lot more direct, because what we do for draping is we use the dress forms, like as you can see here. And basically what happens is on the dress form, what we do is we use a fabric called muslin, which is this type of open weave cotton, which is, in which we're going to drape on the dress form. So we can already kind of immediately see what you're going to do, what garment you're going to get. So this is student project. This is kind of like, one of the simpler one where they play with like a standing collar and running neckline. This is a bit more advanced. This student is working on a corset. So how it works is first you need a design. In fashion, you always need a design first before you can do anything. And then what we do, this is his corset design. What happens is we translate this design with something called styling tape, this black tape, onto the dress form. So what you can see, the dress form already has, the curve of the female, there's the hips, there's the breast happening, there's the waist right here. So what you do is you translate the design of your design onto the dress form with the lines. And the next step will be to take the muslin material and then drape it on top. So you kind of follow the shape, draw the lines. And then the next step will be to make that pattern on the paper. And then after that, we make the garment. So if you look at it, this is kind of like stage 1 and 2. We have the design, we have the styling tape. This is already one step further, where we kind of moved on. We made it in muslin first, in that fabric, tried it out, and here she's working in like the real fabric, the final fabric. It's not finished yet, but it's in process and it's pinned up. So here you can see we have the design right here of a corset, the styling tape underneath, and then you can see the garment is here with the seams kind of right there. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
So this is more, draping is maybe easier for some people because you can really see what you're doing while you're working on it. It's like working on a real body almost.
All right.
So this is the draping room there. Also we have the big tables because in fashion design, whenever you working, even if you're draping, you need the big tables there.
Okay, we are here, one of our fashion studios, the sewing room.
Yes, indeed. So this is our sewing room. This is where all the magic happens, where everything comes together. You remember we did the draping room?
Yes.
So whatever you drape in the muslin, we have to sew it together, right? So we have to use sewing machine. Even whatever we draft, we made the paper patterns. After that, we're gonna cut it out and then we're gonna sew it together. But whenever we want clothes, we have to sew them together. So this is kind of the main place. Usually this place is full of people, all the machines are buzzing, you know, things are happening. By the end of term, there's a lot of like adrenaline in the air because everyone has to finish their projects. So this is where everything happens. This is the place there.
And our students can use this room, right?
All students, they have to use this room. They have no choice.
They must to use this room.
So either they use it as part of their class, but also if there's no classes happening, many times students, you know, whenever there's no class happening, students can come and work here. Also, when you look at the machines, these are industrial machines. These are not the home machines. So they go quite fast and they also deliver like industry standard, you know, stitching. Like a home machine sometimes will go a little bit off because it's too soft, but industrial machines are nice and strong. Next to that, we also have our industrial iron.
Okay, let's go.
Which is a bit different from like a normal iron. These are very heavy duty. So they have like a big water boiling tank and basically they give us, you know, nice steam there. To steam and the heat together, make sure that everything looks very crisp. You know, very important when you do sewing.
This is the student works, right?
Yes, that's right.
Can you tell something and explain more for the work?
So this is from a third-year student, his final collection. So in that collection, he has to make 8 outfits. They're all still work in progress. As you can see, there's a lot of pins. They're not finished yet. Also here at Raffles, we have these mannequins. These are called mannequins. Wow. Just before we saw the dress form, where you can put pins inside. These are mannequins. These are made out of fiberglass. And basically, they have the same shape, height. So you can see they're very tall. So they kind of have that feeling of models, like walking models. So before our students do a photo shoot or have a fashion show, we want to make sure that the clothes, you know, look good. So we're always going to put them onto the mannequins here. As you can see, we have male, female, because, you know, also our students usually do a mix of menswear, women's wear. Like at the end of the second year already, they have to make their first big collection.
Yes.
And then in the third year, they have another collection happening.
For 2 collections, right?
Yeah, 2 collections. Because that's your aim, right? Like you learn all the tools, all the techniques, even the marketing, the, you know, how to do a photo shoot, how to brand your brand, right?
Yes.
So by the end of the second year, you want to put it all together and make the first collection and then show it.
Wow, and this project for the individual or group project?
This is one student's work.
Oh, wow.
So it takes, you know, a lot of energy, yes.
Everyone can do it.
But you need to work on it first, right there.
Thank you, Mike, for the fashion studios tour.
You're welcome. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of the fashion studios. If you have any more questions, I will be live together with Miriam, the program director, later on in the open house session. So see you soon.
Now, before we move on to the next room, I have a video from our fashion design student for you. Please welcome Kripa.
Hi, my name is Kripa and I'm 19 years old. I'm currently studying fashion design in Raffles International College, Thailand. I'm in my 2nd year. I chose Raffles because they have a wide range of curriculum provided to the students and how practical they are on their teaching methods. I like how the teachers are very supportive of us and are very patient with us. I wanted to study fashion design because that's where my passion lies. I'm very much interested in dressing up myself and then seeing how people get inspired from my outfits and then influence it on themselves. I not only like to dress myself, but I also like to create new styles, new designs that I would personally like to see in other people and want to create more into the world. So this term I'm doing menswear workshop, communication, and then mini collection where I will be designing a collection for my advanced diploma final term. For menswear, I have designed collection in the past term, so I will be making those garments. In Raffles, I've learned various different subjects like draping, drafting, sewing, and for the theory parts, I've learned CAD, fashion illustration, fashion drawing, color theory, history of costume, 20th century fashion, and then a lot of theory plus practical things, which has helped me grow as a fashion designer. The advice I would give to someone who wants to join Raffles is that you don't have to be practicing anything or like you don't have to be good at anything, because here they will teach you everything from the start, from the basics, and they are very patient with you. So don't be scared, just come to Raffles and then you will learn everything here.
Now I'm in a room for drawing. All design students can use all of this drawing table, whether you are the product design student or interior design students. This is where they come to practice their drawing and sketching. There are two computer labs where the multimedia design and graphic design students work. The fashion design students also have to use the program like the Photoshop and Illustrator when they take a course in fashion design. Both Mac and Microsoft are given to them. The auditorium is where they do the most of group activities, like the orientation, seminar, or the presentations. Students can book the auditorium if they need to use it for their own project. Before we are going to the live Q&A session, let's give you some program introduction from our lecturer. Let's go!
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Par Amlani, and I am the Program Director of Business Administration at Raffles College in Bangkok. All our programs are year-round, so we have 4 terms of 11 weeks per term. Each term, students are required to take core subject before specializing in a specific field of study that they are interested in. So in the beginning few terms, students must develop their understanding of core subject before moving on to a specialized and advanced fields of study. This gives the our students, the needed foundational knowledge to begin their advanced study in their field of interest, whether it's tourism or hospitality, tourism and hospitality, whether it's marketing and something else. The curriculum at the Business Administration Department at Raffles is organized to educate our students about all the varied and different segments within a corporate environment or a corporate structure, and to provide them with textbook knowledge as well as practical learning from industry experts with case studies and hands-on research. All students are required to actively participate in class presentations, either by analyzing case studies or conducting research on various topics of interest. So there's a lot of practical experience that our students get with our program. So let me finish by just saying that our main goal at Raffles is to provide our students with a very diverse and clear understanding of business processes and business practices, and also to become a very integral and productive part of the community by either being successful business people or being successful employees in a corporation. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Miriam Verghese and I'm going to tell you about the fashion programs here at Raffles Bangkok. The first one I'm going to talk about is fashion marketing and management. It's actually the business side of the fashion industry where you study about retail management, fashion communication, product development and mass production. So not only do you learn about all this, but you also have to learn about supply chain management and logistics, fashion small and medium enterprises, brand management, sensorial marketing, and also visual merchandising, which is a very important. What skills do you need? I think the most important skills that you need to be a fashion marketeer is communication skills. You also need to have tactile skills and creative thinking. So that sums up what you need to have to join the fashion marketing program. After this, we go on to fashion design. I'm the program director of the fashion design department. And what do you need to be a fashion designer? You should have a kind of a creative personality, should be able to put colors and combinations of textiles in a good way, and you should have a passion for fabrics and yarns and textiles. Most importantly, you should be aware of market trends. You should also have, as a fashion designer, excellent communication skills. You should be able to express your idea clearly, and most importantly, you should be innovative and original. We have some core subjects in fashion at Raffles. You learn how to draw the human body, and you also learn how to illustrate a fashion illustration. We also teach you sewing, draping on the dress form, and also drafting and pattern making, which is making patterns on paper. And we also teach you computer-aided design, where you will also learn to draw and mix media using the computers. You have 2 individual collections that are designed by the students, and this is showcased in the fashion shows and exhibitions in Bangkok. And the final graduation show is showcased in an event which is organized and choreographed by our fashion design students and also our fashion marketing and management students. They work in tandem and they have a final graduation fashion show which is completely choreographed and managed by the students.
My name is Gabriella Power and I am the Product Design Program Director here at Raffles Bangkok and also an interior design lecturer. The first year of your product design, you will learn foundation subjects about cultures, the history of design, design theories, colors, and everything that sets you up for your second year, where you get into more of the technical part of the program, where you will learn about engineering and electrical product design. Also, this is where you get introduction and learn how to use computer-aided design, AutoCAD and Rhinoceros, and of course where you will work on real products, designing real products, from getting the customer and the client brief to prototyping and preparing for production. After your second year, third year is where you really put together all the theory and the practical knowledge and work on your thesis project that runs over 3 terms, which is 9 months. And at the end of it, you really have to be able to build the product that you design. And this is going to be the #1 project in your portfolio. In the first year of your interior design program, you will learn freehand drawing, architectural drafting, sketching, also introduced to the elements and principles of design and creative thinking and how to come up with design concepts. As you are progressing on to the second year of the program, this is where you will learn space planning for residential, commercial, office, retail and restaurant space, and where you going going to get introduced to AutoCAD and SketchUp and rendering skills. Many technical parts to it where you can learn about the construction of the building, and of course you will be able to relate with your interior design and work around the construction and the constraints of the building that you need to work with. Third year really where you're going to combine theory and the practical knowledge and complete your final thesis to graduate.
Hello everyone, my name is Valentine. I am the academic lead of Raffles International College in Bangkok. I'm here to introduce you to a couple of our exciting programs. So what is graphic design? I think of graphic design as two-dimensional artwork, artists working with logo, working with creating corporate identity. I mean, you walk out there every day, you will see the impact of graphic designers. You will see logos, signage, promotional magazine ads. So graphic design really work with the traditional advertisement, promotional tools. So look at logo, look at magazine, newspaper, all of that are graphic designer, okay, work. When you join a graphic design program, you will be taught from scratch different software programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, all of that is part, and page layout. All of that is part of your package when you come join us. Similar to graphic design, multimedia design, you can actually come join each other classes. So you do share a little modules in the first 6 months. After that, you do specialization. So what are the difference between multimedia design and graphic design? Multimedia design really focus on the three-dimensional work. So I think of the new media, the new advertisement, promotion, look at animation, graphic in terms of creating movement and creating videos, sound, light, stage work, all of that is part of the multimedia design. So you're more like looking at more like impactful, more technological based compared to graphic design. So you do work similar software, but you do actually learn more about animation. You learn a little bit about videography. And I think multimedia is an exciting program if you really want to experience the new media, new technology dealing with the industry, such as website building, website interface design, and designing interactive games or interactive advertisement for multimedia design. So Raffles have a new Actually, we have 3 new exciting programs for you starting. There's 3, right? So there is psychology, game design, AI, which is artificial intelligence. So I want to talk about the first one, which is psychology. So psychology, as you know, mental health issue is one of the leading issues right now in Thailand. And surprisingly, Thailand is in Southeast Asia have the most suicide rate right now because of many things affect our mental health, especially during the COVID time as well. Now, psychology is not just about mental health, it's about organizational skills, presentational skill, basically working with people. So if you're very people-oriented and you really love working with people, delve deep into the mental psyche, and even consumer behavior is part of the psychology program. And the next program that we want to focus on is the new exciting game design. So game design, similar to our graphic design and our multimedia design, so you do have some crossover when it comes to classes, but you do specialize in mobile gaming, in console gaming, more in-depth with animation, working with 3D models in a program, and doing a little bit of coding and really communicate the game character, building it to life. And as we all know now, the mobile penetration of any marketing scheme, any gaming scheme is a multi-billion dollars industry all over the world. Come join our exciting game design program. The last one I want to talk about is also another exciting new program called artificial intelligence. Now with artificial intelligence, AI is not just robotics, okay? So you think of robot as a little small part, the tip of the iceberg of AI. But the course is designed in a way that is more commercialized way of using AI, artificial intelligence. AI is applied in many programs, whether it's automated information, the banking industry use it a lot, as well as social media and advertisement. So when you come to our AI program, I want you to have a mind that's not just creative, but a mind that is mathematical. So you're going to do a lot of coding, you do a lot of a program called Python. It's an exciting course, as well as a very hard, challenging course that's also very rewarding when you finish the program. So join our artificial intelligence.
Thank you very much for giving us the program introduction. For one more time, please remind that if you register today, for the October intake, you will get the registration fee waived worth 5,000 baht. Don't miss the chance. Now, it's time for you to talk with our lecturer in the live Q&A session.